Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody. I had to start the stream straight away when I saw this crash because damn, look at this. This drop on NQ. Wow. Oh, I think I I think I messed up the videos. But yeah, welcome everybody, welcome to the stream. We had this crazy crash and I thought, damn, I gotta hit that live button. Good morning Rush. Good morning. Let me just kind of messed up going live. I used a different template. I don't know why I did that, but I guess I have to delete the other premiere for the live. Just give me guys a second. So yeah, we're trading NQ today, NFP week, which is really nice. We're gonna get a lot of movement this week. Let me just prep all of this. Okay, cool. Everything's prepped. Cool. Okay, you guys hear me? You guys hear me? Okay, cool. This drop was actually delicious. I'm not gonna lie. We got this SNDR that we could be trading into. Okay, so let me just recap. In a couple of seconds, I'll wait for a couple more guys to join. Just give me a second. Okay, cool. I need a charger stat. My MacBook's running low on battery. But yeah, everybody welcome to the stream. We're gonna get started. Beautiful Monday today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I know that I couldn't wait for market to open, so hopefully today we're gonna get some clean price action. Okay, I got you guys on my MacBook. Cool. Whew. What a drop. What a drop. Potentially GZ. Okay, Roro said potential GZ. But yeah, we got, if we do the top-down analysis, I already said the top-down analysis in my group. So looking at the higher time frame, what we have here on the 15 is practically I was expecting a tap of this SNDR of the previous swing on the 15-minute to take us higher and then put in a new high and then drop lower. But if it wants lower, like okay, go lower then. Yeah, this was the SNDR. Look, this was the SNDR that I was expecting a rejection from. I wouldn't trade it, obviously, but I was expecting a trade out of it. Yeah, so there was, when looking at the origin of the move, I only had this. None of, like, everything was already mitigated, but this was the only thing left standing, and it did almost, like, go straight through. I was waiting for the stream to start to give you guys this, but it just plowed through everything. Yeah, 135 points in 2 candles, 3 candles. Crazy. Morning, Anonymous. Morning, everybody. What a morning, indeed. Okay, let me do announcements. Okay, video live. So we're still bearish in this current order flow. Just so you guys know. This is still bearish, 1, 2, 3 swings, but you could see a run of this protected high over here that we just formed on the 1 minute. But yeah, welcome everybody. We are trading NQ. So to recap previous week, we are up 1 hour on our accounts. So up 1 hour on Apex and up 1 hour on Tradeify, which is nice. Tradeify eval, it's gonna probably take a while for it to pass, but hey. It doesn't matter. Let me just mark out. Yeah. There was an SNDR tap in the pre-market session. Me and Roro were expecting lower prices, but he unfortunately, well, based on his system, he would have been stopped out. But yeah, just taking the 50% and going lower. That would have yielded you some kind of a move. This SNDR, however, if you look, it's right at the bottom of the range. Like, yeah, it's less probable. Look at how this tapped inside of the zone. It went bloop with one candle just straight in the zone, straight in the 50, and delivered 37 ticks. Yo, Roro, welcome. I might just call you R, okay? I'm in longs. Yo! From the origin. Nice. I'll wait for market to open. And then I will give you guys some insight as to what price might potentially do. Because yeah, with market open we could just sweep this low and go higher. We are still in bearish structure. There is no protected high that we broke. So I will wait for longs for any confirmation going higher. I said to Claude, yo, I got Apex PAs and I got a Tradeify eval. I want to risk 150 on the Apex PAs and I want to risk 500 on the Tradeify eval. Can you create a risk calculator for me for optimal contracts and ±1 contract, just so I can see the risk? Yeah, anonymous, no worries. So with the origin, it's the last down move. But as I don't know if it's you in the Discord, somebody asked if you can use the down candle. You can. It's not the down candle after we move up though, after the lowest low. It's before the lowest low, so, or at the lowest low. It has to include, the origin has to include the lowest low in that said move. If we go up here, yeah, this is shit structure, but the last up move, you know, I would mark this as the last up move, but it's so ugly and I don't want to. I would be better than Mel. Yeah, yep. I agree. This is a validated pullback. Why is it a validated pullback, we might ask? Closure above this previous bearish candle high, the lowest closing bearish candle high. Oh, by the way, I didn't even tell you guys, I have a, well, I did tell you guys, I was working on a video. Well, I still am working on a video, on a backtesting video. It's just taking so long. It's like 12 minutes. It's 12 minutes long. It's the basics of backtesting because I want to teach my audience, you guys, on how to actually backtest. And it's gonna be more of a guide rather than a backtesting video. A backtesting session could happen though. Very well could happen. I'll see how my time is over the weekend. But I could see a 1 hour backtesting session with you guys. Depends though, depends. But I'm not gonna promise anything, okay? No promises. Let me just take a sip. Ah, refreshing. Nothing special happening on MNQ right now. Other than we're just trading lower. I'll wait for a couple more people. I get 15 viewers. If we get to there, I will create a top-down analysis again. Is this bothering you guys? Probably not, right? Yeah, no. Let me just set up my copier. Okay, tools. Copier. Okay, we're gonna be doing MNQ June contract. Ooh, we're gonna be changing the contract soon. Okay. So yeah, make sure you guys are aware of that. We are changing contracts soon. As soon as there's no liquidity, well, volume on this one, we're gonna be changing them. So. Let me just see what are we doing. I'll mark out the higher time frame low, the hourly low. The rate one. I hope you guys can see the crosshair better now. Yeah, it's more visible. I see the backtesting live stream from already is like an MC video. Damn. You know, you hold it to such a high standard and high praise. It's crazy. But yeah, thank you. And this is the higher time frame low. We are opening in 5 minutes, so I did have us trading higher, but I guess we're gonna be breaking that low. I have a couple of areas we might reject from the higher time frame. Oh yeah, this is the hourly. Wait, are we already there yet? What's the price point? 305. Oh no, this is not an hourly. This is a 15 minute. A 15 minute low. We trade lower, tap the 30, 50, or 70. And if you get your confirmations, you can trade it higher. I wouldn't target a high necessarily. I'll look for a target somewhere in the midst of this trend going lower. We don't have enough money to target a high. So this is the low. And I'm sorry if you get flashbanged every time. Yeah. By my charts. The origin on the 15-minute time frame looks good. On the 15-minute time frame, you say? I'll go on. Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. The origin does look good. That's also the 70%. And we have an SNDR here. Oh, not that one. There is an SNDR inside of an origin. So for the initial break of that 15-minute, that's the SNDR. This is the sweep. You can have a target here. A massive imbalance here. Let me see 5. Market open in 3 minutes, so if you guys have any trades open, make sure that you know what you're doing. Ooh, we could see a 15-minute imbalance forming in 2 minutes. 3. But yeah, this... Wait, is it this? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm not tweaking it yet. And there's this zone here that I would expect a rejection out of. Let me just say this is not financial advice. This is only for educational purposes only. Just so you guys, please don't take any trades. Consult a financial advisor if you want to. Be advised on what entries to take. What I'm doing is only for educational purposes only. So yeah, let me see. That is on. This zone looks good. An SNDR for the initial break. Oh yeah, this is the low. We could see, so there's the high and the low. I gave you guys the low, but I didn't give you guys an high. So if you guys mark this out, we could still be tapping this zone and then go lower and then go higher. You could use this as narrative too. So what you can see is a trade, tap into the again, trade back up, tap into the imbalance, trade back down, trade back up, take the high, trade back down, and maybe take the low. Or you trade back up, tap the imbalance, take the low, boom, and then trade back into the range. Let me just mark out the imbalance. Sorry, the So this is the low and this is the high. So 1-to-1 would be. Okay, I see. Market open in half a minute, so be very careful. There's this 15-minute imbalance which could send price down. Ice. Yo, good evening, Benny. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, guys. I was just talking about the MMs. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taps now. Yeah, this could very well just sweep this high. We'll see. So we got market open. And that is the protected high on the 1 minute. It is protected on the 1 minute. And this is the high. It delivered a 1-to-1. This middle line is the higher time frame low, so the 15-minute low. And this is the higher time frame low, which we just said we could see a rejection out of and then go higher after it sweeps. Turn up the music. It was getting awfully quiet. So yeah, we got that sweep. This high could go, and I was tapping into that higher time frame imbalance. I took a week off due to a religion holiday. Eid el Adha. Now I'm back, but I think I'll wait for Dave's crash. I'll take the week for Dave's crash course. Yeah, Benny. Yeah, okay. Sounds like a decent plan, actually. Make sure to oh, I have a perfect video for you. I'm gonna drop a video on back testing this week, so you can see a tap lower off of the 15-minute imbalance. I'm gonna be dropping a video on back testing, so yeah, that's a cool, neat thing. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the holiday. Yeah, make sure to listen to R. So yeah, a rejection here. We have 30 seconds on this candle. We could see a rejection off of the 15-minute imbalance. We have an SNDR up above. We could see a tap into. I'll just delete. Well, the origin is there. Yeah, it's valid, but you could see a tap from the SNDR. And with us closing, yeah, with us closing up above, we are changing the current order flow to bullish, and we are ejecting from a higher time frame zone and an MM. This is tapping into that MM that we talked about, right? Look, this high and low. So taking this SNDR would be a counter trend move. It wouldn't be with the trend, it would be a counter trend. Unless it's a 5-minute zone then. Yeah, it's a 5-minute. I mean, you could take it, basically. As a matter of fact, let me see how big it is. I usually stay away from market open trades. But I might take this on the eval, just so I pass it a bit faster. $54 ticks. That's 15 contracts. On 54. Yo, Winkson, welcome to the stream. Welcome, buddy. I have to set the ATM if I do take the trade. The candle pushing up with the volume, not a big fan of that. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. If it actually prints good structure, I may be going in on this. We have news at 4, remember that. So there is news at 4. We got 15 contracts, 15 micros loaded up. 1, 2. Would be a really nasty short. The swing count is already met. I don't like this volume coming into the zone, I'm gonna be honest. I might just, I don't know. When in doubt, stay out. A good lesson for you guys here. A really good lesson. I couldn't have... This stream could not have been better. A good lesson for you guys. You see how doubtful I was of the trade? I stayed out. A good lesson. When in doubt, stay out. And that's the words that you have to go over and over. Well, our was closer to 200. What do you mean? I saw the messages. I just wanted to get my point across. It was a really good yeah, it's not about the trades that you least expect. It's about the trades that are a part of your plan. And yeah, while this was a part of my plan, it was a counter trend move going against a really heavy market open push. Okay, so yeah. I don't even know what my risk would have been for 15. I can't even. It would have been more like 20. Interesting. I guess yeah, you guys got a good glimpse of my why. The why. You got a good glimpse of the why. When you ask someone, how are you consistent? No, why are you consistent? It's because you have a rule set, no trades. You have a rule that says no trades at open. I skipped it because of that, and the move into it was confluence. Yeah, okay. I have a rule set, and I follow that rule set. I don't break it. I don't ever go against my rule set. If you see me going against my rule set, it's probably because I'm either tired and don't know what I'm doing and should not even be at my desk right now. And that's the only option. It's, yeah. Consistency also comes from exposure, showing up. Yeah, of course. Showing up, taking losses. That's the part you missed. That's a really important part. But yeah, we got a good 1 hour here. It's about not just, it's because the monster's out of stock. Yeah, if you see me breaking rules, I'm probably on tilt because I just got news about Monster energy drinks being out of stock for the rest of the month. But yeah, this is the 5-minute swing that we're tapping into, and this is the 5-minute SNDR that you would be trading out of. Really good trade, honestly, if you took it. I just don't like to trade open because of the volatility, you know. But yeah, you could. I'm not saying, like, I backtested from 15:30, so 9:30 Eastern, to like 1 p.m. Eastern. I backtest like 5 hours of data at a time. Well, in the day, 5 hours of the day. You could see a tap of the origin up above and then go lower, create that SNDR, and then break that high. Or just trade from the previous swing point and deliver you that 1-to-1, I guess. I can't even finish my sentence without Price doing exactly what we're saying. I guess. So yeah, delivering that 1-to-1, I would see a tap of the origin. If this doesn't break the lower time frame candlestick structure, I could see a tap of the origin and then go lower. But yeah, we still have that outstanding higher time frame low, and we still have that outstanding higher time frame MM, which do not have to be broken. This is still bullish. Do not marry a bearish bias just because we made a huge spike down. Yeah, after all, this is what? A V-shape recovery. Nothing short of a V-shape recovery. This is a wick on a higher time frame. This is a huge wick. We're talking 140 points of wicks. Isn't that crazy? Higher time frame wick, exactly, Wingsane. I don't even have to say, you guys already know. I don't know who you guys come to the streams, you guys are already proficient in the DTFX language. I don't even need to be here. But yeah, it's exactly that. V-shape recovery, but where from, Wingsane? What are we tapping into, right? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. What am I tapping into? Oh, I'm tapping into a higher time frame supply. This is the lower. We're not marking the supply like that. I'm just saying this is the low of the higher time frame swing. This is the low. This is you drink monster. Yo. Yeah, it's better than trading alone. I like to be here with you guys too, because it's become part of my routine, and I love this part of trading. I love coming into the markets every day. I love being here for you guys. I was actually like really sad when Dave started that stream because I wanted to see that stream well, I wanted to watch that stream also, because I know there's value in the stream too, but I can't watch a stream with you guys here. Top of the morning, Anon. So yeah, what I was saying, okay, this was a V-shaped recovery tapping into our MM. Would you guys care to guess what we were tapping into? Ah, it wasn't the 50%. Or was it? Hold on. This is right, and this is not. Did we actually tap the 50%? That's the big question. We didn't. But we... Oh, Anonymous, that's crazy. I love that. I love that comment. So we were tapping into the 30, gave a trade out of it, tap deeper, almost at the 50%, and traded out of it. You can buy stop these entries going higher. You know, you have your narrative. Look, there are 3 swings going down. There's nothing 4, almost 4 if you count this. If you're looking at the 1 minute, you can buy stop this price action going higher. Okay, you buy stop it once, okay, it doesn't work. You buy stop it the second time with a deeper mitigation. If that's your rules, you know. And you just take it for a high R. You could do that in theory. Or wait for a flip. Look. You're gonna be... So, if you went on the 30, took that flip, you would have been stopped out, okay? But if you waited again for another flip and took that, you could have at least taken that for, I don't know, at least up to the previous swing. Or to the high. Because, you know, it's tapping a higher time frame MM. A higher time frame MM can give you an explosive move up. We didn't know that this move is gonna come out of the zone, but what we did know was we were tapping into a higher time frame area with a high likelihood of it delivering a higher time frame move. Because why? It's a higher time frame zone. So you could have very well taken that. This is the beauty of practicality. You could have taken a flip out of this higher time frame MM. We also had many sweeps here, but yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. The trade I'm right now, this week is hype on Binance from $46. I will actually check that out. First scalp, second double bottom. Oh yeah, yeah. You could also argue, yeah. I will get to price action. I would just check out hype because I'm really interested to see what you guys are doing, like what are you investing into on Binance, you said, right? Let's do crypto. Hype USDT perpetual. Long, oh yo, this is at $72. Yo, Benny. Oh, you entered, wait, you entered on 46. Yo, a really nice entry from $46, you said? Yo, and you can long this, you can trail your stop, right? You can just go and just trail your stop to the candle lows. Well, whatever you have, whatever your risk strategy is. I'm not gonna, but yeah, this is a really nice long. What do you, oh wait, this is a new coin, I see. So you took the all-time highs. You took the all-time highs. We have this zone, these zones here, a small zone here we could tap into. But yeah, this is an MM, so we could see a tap, and then a sweep and the lower. But no, I'm saying when, if it reverses. Just focus on structure now. Focus on 1 hour, maybe. Have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, a failure. Okay. I'm not gonna. This is your pair, Benny. I missed the ad on the pullback from 57. You could have added to the pullback, yeah, on 57. From the 50%, and you could just go higher. Just add on. Crypto options suddenly look really good. Yo, guys, just don't degen. Yeah, they do look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, take it easy. You can see a tap from this origin, like we said. So that 1-to-1 delivered, created that second swing on the 1 minute, a validated second swing. We have to close above it. Yeah, this is a validated second swing on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, this is still the protected high. Whew. No monster for me today. I'm on like 200 milligrams of caffeine, so cheers to that. But it's a really good day today. You know why? Because it's market open, and every market open day is a great day to be alive. Every day is a great day to be alive. Today I woke up, thanked God. Thank you for giving me such an amazing life. Thank you for bringing so much value into my life. That's what I did first thing I woke up. It was like at 5 a.m. too, and I get so much dopamine from that. It's crazy. It's crazy, honestly. Monday fun day. Nah, it's yeah, Monday fun day. Oh, NFP week, guys. I had leg day, don't make me slap you. I had leg day yesterday, a really brutal one. I had squats, like heavy squats, and what I did after that, like I barely walked like a kilometer to my house. I barely walked, and what I did 4 hours after that, the electricity went up. Oh, fuck. The electricity went up. And what I had to do, and I was editing the video, I was editing the backtesting video, and boom. What's the next best thing I can do without electricity? And I just went to the gym. And I walked for 2 hours straight. I burnt 1,000 calories. So when saying, I know today is not the worst, it's tomorrow and the day after that that's gonna hit the worst. But welcome everybody, welcome to the stream. An amazing day today, honestly. I couldn't have asked for a better day. I helped pout the bath after. That sucks, man, but it is in your favor. Yeah, I mean, look, honestly, I think that God did that. Look, it was like a heavy rainstorm, and just my neighborhood, like just my my street went out. The neighboring street, the electricity did not go out at all. So I think God did that. Honestly, it was a sign. Go do cardio, you fat chud. Yeah, exactly. I'm so blessed to be in a position right now where I can do that. Honestly. But yeah, we're locking in with our diet. Look, guys, there is nothing cool to see here, but failure to go above. We could see a sweep of the low. There is an MM forming here. I don't like to see when an MM is forming like this though. When it's forming so closely, I don't like to count that as an MM. But you could see, if it prolongs this tapping, I could see it tap and then go higher. Oh, hey, news at 4 a.m. So 4 p.m. So 10. News at 10. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget. What did somebody say? 50%? I didn't deliver the 1-to-1. We gotta go back test. We gotta go back test, guys. All of us right now. FX replay subscriptions. It would be a good punishment. I just thought of that. It would be a good punishment for you. For every loss that you take, you have to backtest 50 trades. I think that's reasonable. 50 trades you can do in one day, easily, like in 2 hours. If you, oh, well, 2 to 4 hours. So every loss you take, not part of, you know, any rules, go and slam those 50. Wait, if it's a loss and it was by the rules, 50 trades. If it was a loss and it was not by the rules, 300 trades. And you gotta do it till end of day. You gotta do it till end of day. I think that's a good. And 100 push-ups. Ah, the chest on you guys. Ooh. We will all get swole. We have Apex. Trade away data, market data interruption. So if nobody cares. Trade away Apex. Watch me take a loss on chest day now. Yeah, just to get that pump in. But yeah, I'm actually gonna give you guys this as a thing to actually to follow. Every loss you take, 50 trades in backtesting. Every loss not a part of the rules, 150 trades. I think that's fair, right? That's fair. And I'll do it too. If I take a loss on stream, I'll do it too. I'll do a live backtesting session with 50 trades. And I will not I will not end the stream before I finish the trades. I think that's that's fair. You know, it's a win-win situation, by the way. Well, it's a lose-win situation because you're losing money, but still, you know. What happens if you overtrade and took 20 trades? 24-hour stream. 24-hour stream. Ooh, that would be crazy. A 24-hour like a fundraiser. That would be crazy. A backtesting stream. Ooh, you die doing push-ups. Your arms just fall off. Yeah, so this is still kind of bearish. I was expecting higher prices, but if we don't get a rejection off of this origin, I am still looking for lower prices. I am looking for the MM low to be swept and the higher time frame low to be swept. But this would be a good area to long from, honestly. We have news in 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Beware of the news hitting. So yeah, guys, you guys have any like, when would a backtesting stream even be viable for you? Like, this is a real question. I need answers still. When would a backtesting stream even be good for you? Like, talking New York time, like AM or PM? The power needs to go out for real. Yeah. I mean, waiting to 10 AM is probably the best thing you can ever do, because what you're essentially doing is really narrowing down your losses to a time window when price is the best moving. And what I mean by that, look, price can move really volatile, like it can be really volatile, especially on market open. And that's why I say wait till 10:30. Because why? We have this huge momentum pushing up, and maybe you're trying to sell. Maybe you're trying to sell the imbalance. You're trying to sell the sweep of the high. You're trying to sell the SNDR. You get stopped out. You get stopped out. You get stopped out, and then eventually it goes down. And somebody with like less experience, right? With less experience, would count this as the protected high, and be like, "Oh, we're bullish. Cool. Okay." But nah, the protected high is up here. This is the 5-minute protected high. What swing count is this? This is the 5-minute swing count, and you're shorting when price isn't even in your zone now. I am on your time zone, so for me AM. Okay, AM sounds nice, but yeah, you're shorting this. Come on, you have to, you know, beware of your higher time frame zones. Always trade from a zone. Never trade against the order flow. These are all of my rules. But this is coming down really sharply. I wouldn't suggest taking longs here unless you get your confirmation. I did move across the planet last week, 7:30 p.m. Ooh, so it's late. AM on Janine's maybe market. Yo, Benny, you just said it straight. You just said it straight. Oh, news now, guys. We got whatever we got. It's news in 30 seconds. Benny, good idea. On Janine's, we will be having a backtesting stream. Guys, thank Benny for the backtesting stream. Let me just find where it is. Oh, it's on Friday the 19th. Yeah, Friday 19th. There's gonna be a backtesting session. Yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, RC. Thanks, Benny. Yo, we got news now. Is this the news? I guess. I hope you guys all do. Yeah, we're doing amazing. The market's moving really well. There's Yo, RC, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really good with making videos. I'm still new to the game. I am, however, improving. The backtesting video that I have coming out right now, like the how to actually, you know, start. It's absolute banger. It's a banger video. And there's more to come. There's more to come. It's gonna be amazing. And we have a backtesting session, by the way. Manuel, welcome to the stream. We have a backtesting on Juneteenth, so prepare your notes, guys. Prepare your notes. I've yet to find anyone similar to how I trade. This is exactly it. Yo, crazy, nice. Excuses, modest CRC. But yeah, like getting feedback from you guys, this is really helpful. This is really helpful. If we do break lower, this would be a higher time frame 5-minute swing. I'm 100% sure. Yeah, it's a 5-minute pullback. If we do break lower and close at a 5-minute bearish candle, there is a possibility of us, you know, tapping into that SNDR and moving lower. We are tapping into the higher time frame MM. This is still part of that higher time frame MM, believe it or not. This is still tapping inside. We could still see rejections. Like MMs at core, MMs are just support and resistance. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it's so similar to support and resistance, it's almost scary. But I see we have this inner zone too. You can also mark this out. We are probably gonna see a sweep and then go higher. Back onto 1 minute. Waiting on ES looking weak. Yo, I could have an ES chart open. Support and resistance should be taught that way. Yeah, with MMs. Support and resistance, yeah. Should be taught with MMs. Like with actual zones. Yeah, I agree. Support and resistance should be taught with zones. Like, it makes the most sense in my head to use zones. So, you know. So this is the 5-minute low. Please show what you have as the MM quick seam marking different. Okay, no worries. By the way, you have the markings. Yeah, I said you could have this as your MM, and you can have the higher time frame zone as your MM. I would rather have the higher time frame. 7590 problem for ES. I will check that out, but I don't have the data on TradingView. 7590. Okay, I actually have to check this on here. Let's do instrument ES June 26. Is this gonna work? Oh, it's gonna look like shit, but it's gonna work. We're on 7,000. Oh, I have to scroll. Oh. Okay, here we go. We got ES data, baby. Okay, same one, just look different on CFD. Let me see, 790 looks like a problem. 790 looks like an SNDR, but I think it's already mitigated, if I'm not mistaken. 790. Oh, that's the 30-second. We don't need 30-second. We need the 60. Let's see the higher time frame. Woo, that drop. 7590. I will check it. 75. Yeah, 7590 is in up here. Okay. Are you expecting a rejection there, or? We see an MM also here on the 1 hour. A rather different MM, but yeah. It's a bit different. Nasdaq is currently rejecting at the lows. We aren't breaking them lows. But yeah, this is a beautiful MM. Keeps rejecting there on lower time frame. Yeah, it's an MM. You could see when this sweeps, you could see a tab back into the range. Now, where that happens, you have your confirmations, right? You have your confirmations on the lower time frame. But yeah, I could see this tapping. Well, it already tapped the imbalance, but there's the 15-minute imbalance. Could tap the imbalance and go lower. Honestly, no closure. We wicked the higher time frame low. Yeah, the protected higher time frame low, the 15-minute one, we wicked it. So I have ES open just in case. But as I was saying, on NQ we are rejecting from the higher time frame zone, just like on NQ, just like on ES, we are rejecting from the same zone. So I'll try to get the video out for you guys today in the PM, like in New York. But if not today, then tomorrow. Like, I still have some finishing touches to do, but it's such a banger video. Yeah, just like I said with MMs, right? When it does stuff like this, I don't like it as much as when it does it over the span. Like this, for example, when it taps, 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 taps. An MM is more probable when it looks like this. This is a good example of an MM. So you have your first tap, you have your second tap, you have your third tap. Well, you could count this as the third tap, the fourth tap, the fifth, which you can see the sixth trade lower and go, yeah, something like this. Yeah, I could see this happening. Yeah, this is a perfect example of an MM. It cannot get better. So make sure to screenshot this on your own charts. Yo, listen to Wing say it. It's gonna help out the stream a lot. It's gonna help out the stream a lot if you like and subscribe. I have a question. How do you determine the start of an MM? How do you determine the start? Now that's a good question because I do not know what you mean by that. It's a zone, Tora. It's like any other swing, just mitigated multiple times. An MM at its core, we talked that it's a zone with multiple mitigations. So yeah, just you know, to answer your question better, let me hold on. Yeah, there is notes on the MMs, but I want to pull them up because how determine the start? Yeah, okay. What's a swing? You know what's an MM? What's a swing? It's a low followed by a high and then a lower low. That's a swing. An MM is a zone with multiple rejections. That's an MM. A zone with multiple rejections. How do you determine the start? It's just a swing. That's it. The start of an MM is a high and a low. Exactly like Sean. That's an MM. Like I cannot explain it in further detail because that's just that's it. That's an MM. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Here you go. If you have a reference. I sent you in the DM. So you have a reference point. By the way, guys, now that a lot of you here, I need you to not fall for Discord bots. There's been at least 2 that I know of pretending to be me and selling something. So please, I will not message you off stream, okay? Or on stream. I will not message you if I don't say so. I will not message any of you guys selling anything. I do not sell or promote anything, okay? Just so we get that out of the way, because I've seen DTFX Benchinas or whatever, DTFX underscore dot Benchina. So just don't fall for that. I know you guys are smart, but still. And also cross-referencing like the Discord tag and stuff. Yeah, this is rejecting from the higher time frame MM. Yeah, this is nice. So when we do, if we do get below 216, I'll see a move back in, but it's a higher time frame move, and it could take like multiple hours to deliver back into the range. It's not you that was gonna make me 50k a day from the $99 I had to pay you. Yeah, nah. Wow, they should charge higher. $99, that's nothing. God damn. At least give me some commissions if you're pretending to be me. Like, come on, man. But nah, that's totally unethical. You shouldn't do that. It's so scummy. I hate people who do that. Like, who pretend to be me or pretend to be anyone. Like, why would you do that? For monetary gain? Sell your soul for monetary gain? Come on now. We're better than that. Do I need to mention what this is? Or do you guys know? Double bottom. Inside a higher time frame zone. Anyone who isn't DTFX Benchina is an imposter. Yeah, so everyone in this chat who isn't me is automatically an imposter. But yeah, anyone who isn't I mean, you can see if we're in the server, right? I tried to kick the bots out. I don't think there's any bots here. But I tried to kick them out. Wait, let me see. Yeah, no, there isn't. But yeah, I tried to kick them out as soon as they join and report. Double bottom means we ain't going anywhere just yet. So that trade at the open did look nice. It was like, what, 7 minutes into the open? I'm gonna go back test for confidence. I'm gonna do 25 trades. People see this as an inverse head and shoulders. What? How would you see this as an inverse head and shoulders? Where? What, like this? Oh, hold on. Like this? Inverse head and shoulders? And this would be the neckline then? I don't know. I don't understand these pattern traders, honestly. Yeah, that's crazy. 1% on eval. Yo, anonymous. That's probably from, you know, it's a win, right? While watching this stream of Dave the other day, he made a very important comment that when price makes a high, then if the second swing does not break it, expect prices to fall lower. When it creates a swing, when a high, so to further refine what you said, while watching the stream of Dave, he made a very important comment. When price makes a high, and if the second swing does not break it, oh, you mean like this high, for example? Like the 5-minute high, we had the second swing, and it did not break it. If we don't have a close higher than expected, yeah. In crash breaking the second swing is considered the probability of reversal. Yeah, breaking the second swing, yeah. But breaking the second swing could just be a tap into the origin and move higher, just like we did here. I talked about his Friday show. Yeah, I was there. I didn't listen to it all of the way, but I did listen to most of it. After 9:30? After 9:30 on Friday. So it made a high. Yeah, I guess. Second swing. I would have to see an actual like a chart of this, like, you know, you're drawing it. It's definitely really hard to decipher this from only words. It made this high. It made a reversal here. Tapped into the reversal and then went higher. But this is the second swing. Interesting, interesting. So if this second swing does not close, we're going lower. Yeah, I would have to have a chart of this like marked out. I didn't watch the whole stream, and now his stream, I don't think it's even public. Like you have to pay for the member thingy. That 930 made a high, then the second swing did not reach the high and took out the low. Okay, okay. Now I understand it now. Hold on. So that 930 made a high. Ooh. Did not reach the high and he took out the low. I'm thinking we could go up from here. Yeah, I'm thinking we could go up from here, but I really don't understand. Interesting. I don't understand. You can mark it out, Tora, please, because I'm intrigued. Second swing and double bottom if it holds. Double bottom, yeah. And second swing, yeah. This is the reversal that I was talking about. We could get a rejection from, but you actually have to have a reversal, you know, a flip happen in that reversal to take it higher. This would be a lower time frame candlestick flip. You could have taken that. That's what I was talking about. The confirmation. The confirmation is the flip, or the confirmation could be the buy stop. You know. Whatever your confirmation is. I know with MMs I used to go on like trade buy stops. Like when it swept, I buy stopped, for example here. It's on the... Okay, Tora. Cool. When price swept an MM low, I buy stopped the previous highest closing bearish candle. And that's where I took the 1-to-1 on. If you go in DTFX chart spam and the live executions on my free Discord, you will see the exact MM executions that I was taking. I think if you search up MM in like my Discord, yeah, you will see me taking MMs. Yeah. So if you guys want, you can do that, yeah. You can actually see like how I traded MMs and everything. Like people are asking me to make videos about MMs, but I don't think a video can help if you can't even, you know, just go on my Discord. Like everything's there to become profitable with MMs. That's why I'm so like, I don't want to create a video on something that Dave already made a video on in his premium masterclass. That would be, you know, scummy of me, you know. It wouldn't be, I wouldn't feel good about it. That's why I don't create a video. A lot of people are asking me, create an MM video, can you teach us MMs? No, I can't, because I'll feel bad about it. Like, I'm sorry, but there is enough information in the Discord that you can become profitable with them. Yeah, that is true, however. Yo guys, make sure to like the stream. There's 18 people of you here and only 9 likes. Only 9 likes. Come on now, we can do better than that. There's a full crash course waiting for you to become profitable. I wish I could pin this. I wish I could pin this. Such a good thing to say. Like it's true though. There is a full crash course waiting for you to be profitable. Like it's on YouTube. It's free. I did exactly that. I got profitable with the crash course. I got the model from the crash course. You know, what makes you think that you can't? You can. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to buy anyone's mentorship. You don't need to buy anyone's mentorship. Like if you're really lazy, yeah, okay. There's a market for one-on-ones. But that's the only thing I would recommend. Like group mentorships, I don't think it's a good thing. Group mentorships, essentially how they work, you have a group of people. Okay, Tor, I'll check it out. Oh, the second did not break the previous high. Oh, I see. And it went lower. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense now. So essentially, being that this swing here, but this could also be the second swing. Oh, you're on the 5. Wait, is that the 1 minute? It is. No, it's not. It's not the 1 minute. But yeah, I see the point you're trying to make. Unless you have someone guiding you, that so-called afraid will not make it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I get your point. I get your point, Aura. I get your point. I get your point. Yeah. But are you gonna... If I give you a step-by-step process that you follow, but for example you don't end up following it, whose mistake is that? Backtesting what's wrong with you? If I give you a step-by-step process and you don't follow it, whose fault is it? The step-by-step, like the process's fault, or yours? You know? Like, Ftora, what is your entry with ETFX? What is your entry? Or trading plan? Do you have a trading plan? I know Dave does not talk about, probably does not talk, I don't know in the new crash course, about the crash, about the trading plan. Yeah, he does not talk about it, but you need a trading plan. You need a structured trading plan. So meaning structure, narrative, zone, and confirmation entry. For me, I posted the trading plan in the Discord, right? You can see in the Discord, if you look at Learning Hub, there's a trading plan there. 13th of almost 1 year ago I posted it. So have structure, narrative, zone, and confirmation entry. So you have structure where you count your swings. So countering after the third swing, don't trade continuations after the third swing, align yourself with the current order flow. You have narrative, whether you're top of the range, bottom of the range, equal lows, equal highs. You have your zone, what zone you're trading from, and your confirmation entry. Yeah, nobody's gonna ask you to backtest 1000 hours. You backtest until you get confident. I can give you a trade and say it will work, and I have backtested and it works. Yeah, I mean that's exactly what you need. You need a trading plan, a step-by-step, like a rule book, like which you can follow, obviously, which is simple to follow. You need hours of backtesting behind it, like at least 300 entries. I'm not saying you need to backtest 1,000 million entries. You don't need to. But you need a solid foundation and a solid discretion. Already, you need to have a solid discretion build, like a foundation. You get that from backtesting. You can't just go in and mark out an SNDR and just be like, wait, this is an SNDR? I'm gonna take this. Oh, I got stopped out. Okay. You know, the mandatory material did have a video on training plan. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I posted. That's the mandatory material on how to, you know, structure a trading plan. There. Exactly what Roro just posted in the general chat. I was meaning to create that, honestly, like this video. For the YouTube. 1,000 million hours of backtesting, you can call me ICT. Yo. You might just, yeah. You're given a PhD from Harvard just on the amount of backtesting that you did. Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, you essentially turn, like, you start shapeshifting into ICT. I would say, Tora, you need to backtest. That's a non-negotiable. You can't backtest and be profitable. And where most people fail is in the backtesting. Like, they watch the material, they make notes, and they expect the market to just give them entries. It's gonna be A+ entries every single day. There's not gonna be. You need to have a realistic expectation of what to expect. And expecting, you know, just to be profitable with the crash course is, yeah, you know, it isn't the best thing to do. You need to watch a course and backtest. That's what I preach. Watch a course, backtest. Watch a course, backtest. You can come to my streams, you can see then how I interpret DTFX. But in the end of the day, it's gonna be you who's gonna make you profitable. 90% drawdown and you may call me ICT. Yeah, that's the problem that I have with ICT. Like, he openly failed twice. Live. He openly blew his account, the Robbins one, twice. Not once, twice. Why? To make it harder. Sure, bro. And at the end, he didn't trade it anymore. Like, there was this one account like in 2018 or 2019 or something. And there was this account 2 years ago or 1 year ago. Honestly crazy. Honestly crazy. I'm not saying that the concepts don't work, they obviously do. If you don't overcomplicate it. But he doesn't know how to trade. I can say that for a fact. He doesn't know how to trade. There's so many things he knows that it's just impossible for him to know how to trade. Like, yeah, he knows all of that. He thought all of that. But even I know for myself that I couldn't. You know? I couldn't keep up. That's too much. I would say he does have an impressive mind coming up with all that. I think he outsources it and he just, you know, makes it his own. Anyone who can identify double top or wedge, give fancy wording. Exactly. Yeah. Anyone who can look at highs and lows and just, you know. We are trading SMC though. We are trading SMC with DTFX. It's supply and demand zones. Yeah, so we said we aren't going anywhere. I said we aren't going anywhere lower. There is, so this double top, sorry, bottom. We have is a high outstanding here, and we have an MM up here. We said is a perfect MM. So expect rejections from those zones. I am one of those have to push a button. I'm in one of those have to push. Yeah, just close the charts. Yeah, Wingstone, close the charts. Once you start feeling that, it's impressive. Yeah, better push up. Once you start feeling that, that's cool. That you can actually recognize the feeling, because most of the people can't, and it usually leads to ruin of the account. So I suggest you close the charts, watch the charts from here, from the stream. Like, you can watch them without pressing any buttons. Or just go for a walk, you know. That's what I would do. I would just go for a walk. You clear my mind and then come back. Nothing's gonna happen in 10-12 minutes. The market ain't going anywhere. I'm listening to Benchina instead of my instead my legs. Yeah. Leg days are painful. But it's rewarding, you know. Having an upper body, like a really large upper body, is, well, that is disproportionate to the lower body. That's disgusting. Sorry, like, you can't have a disproportionately sized body. You have to do both. Do both. If you can do chest, you can do legs. Do them both. Don't skip, please. Have discipline. Like, that's where it really shows the discipline part, you know, of people. Let me just move the charts. No, the charts are good. Yeah. Backtesting is like that. Yeah, good analogy. Honestly, good analogy. I couldn't have come up with that. Backtesting is like leg day. Huh. Man, I wish I had the brain like you. So, looking at price right now, I see one scenario happening. We could see price come up to this high, reject from the origin, and take out the MM high. That's a possible scenario that I see price doing. But it's taken so long. Hold on. Yeah, 40 minutes. Feels like a logical game. Yeah, it can be. Sometimes I'm even tilting and backtesting. I feel the tilt and I just, you know, take a break. Yesterday I was in the morning. I wanted to backtest. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Like, I was so agitated by everything. I had test results come for my exam. Like, exam results, not test results. What am I saying? I had exam results. And I passed. But the thing is, I have to get another exam, but with a professor. I don't know. I was really stressed out yesterday. And I was on tilt. Like, I couldn't bring myself to you know, backtest. I had to clear my mind. I went to the gym and then started creating the video, and then I created the whole video, and all I have to do is edit it, like the whole video. That's it. Oh, failure to go higher. We have this failure to close on the 1 minute. For me, it's when I have questions like, okay, so price didn't do whatever, why not? And then I have to figure out the roots. Oh yeah, you're trying to, yeah, you're coping with price doing whatever it did, and you're just like, yeah, I did it because of that, even though it didn't. Like you just make up stuff. Yeah, those college days, man. It's funny, I was stressed out because it's the thing, like it's the last thing that I have to do. Well, second to last. But if I do this, I'm cool for the whole year. I don't have to do anything anymore. I can just focus on trading fully. And, you know, that's why I was so stressed out. The other, we do have a clean lower time frame. Well, lower than 1 minute. You have to say lower than 1 minute. Because I know I see it on the 1 minute. If we go on the 30-second on NQ, right? There's such a clean trend probably. Yeah, look at this. Where's F3? Second swing. The third swing, tap the 50%. The fourth swing, tap the 50%. But my rules would have only allowed me to long this, the second swing. Because after the third swing, you know, that it's put in, I can't take longs anymore. Like I can't take continuations. So yeah, it's just what I found in backtesting that works for me the best. Optimizes my win rate the most. Like if you find yourself, you know, seeking, you know, continuations, like if you're keen on seeking continuations, then yeah, go backtest and see what swing count is the best. Like keep track of the swing count. Always take continuations in backtesting. Like, you know, try to, okay, so I'm gonna take every single continue. I'm gonna take every single 50%, and just see what kind of win rate you get it. I get it with, you know, 3 swings, 4 swings, 5 swings. I take SNDRs, yeah, but I did used to take second swings and origins too. Like they work exactly the same. They work fine. I would have taken, look, this is a trade. If you go and backtrack this, I'm not shitting you. If you go and backtrack, this is a trade I would have taken. This origin. This is a trade I would have taken. It's just mostly for, you know, payouts. It's easier for me to stay focused on one entry than to, you know, to disperse and have multiple a day. It's easier on my mental. I'm not kidding you. Like I can buy an eval right now and trade everything that I've traded until now. I could, but it's easier on my mental on the PAs, especially. Like I don't know if you have any PAs. I forgot. Sorry, Wings. Like my memory is really bad, and it's gotten worse. If you have multiple PAs, once you're in that mindset of multiple PAs, it's so much harder to take entries. Well, I'm gonna leak something. It's the MM, yeah. It is the MM. The POI that gets 4 to 5 setups is the MM. If you looked at the PDF that I shared with you guys, I specifically said you get 3 entries somewhere and 2 entries the other way. So you guys can, you know, take a sneak peek in the Discord, download the files and take a look at it. But yeah, I did say that in the PDFs. I mentioned it. Started backtesting yesterday on every SSNDR visible. Okay, yeah, okay, every SNDR visible. Now incorporate structure. Incorporate where you're taking it from. Anonymous. Because taking every single one, probably not the best. Like if you're in a bearish order flow, take the bearish SNDR. If you're in a bullish order flow, take the bullish SNDR. Yeah, sometimes you're not gonna get a trade, but it's fine. Like, do you want to be right? Or do you want to have an entry every single day, or do you want to be profitable? You know? Yeah, you found out why the losses happen. Yeah. The losers, sorry. The losers. Like, I'm not gonna be longing when we are obviously still short, right? I'm gonna be shorting. Like, even though, yeah, we're tapping into this, but I need the lower time frame order flow change. Filtering the bad trades. Look, you have your, for example, you journaled the bad trades. You go over them one by one. We're Friday now. You journal them one by one. You go over them one by one. You see, okay, what happened? Why did it fail? Were we bullish or were we bearish? Oh, okay, I longed in a bearish trend. It happens. Okay, moving on. The next loss. Okay, it was short. I shorted. Okay, it was part of the statistical loss. It's fine. You have losses too. Like, don't forget. You are gonna get losses too. Like, the strategy itself is about 70% if you're doing everything correct. Yo, mention Friday price is gonna yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's a higher time frame zone. Like, we are getting a higher time frame move. Like, we can't expect an explosive move. Yeah, as soon as he mentioned Friday, over. It's over. So we have these outstanding areas up above. I can tell you guys what I covered in the backtesting session. Well, in the backtesting video. So, firstly, it's the intro, right? Like, we need an intro. And I then went over what do we do before we open the chart, what we actually trade. I went over the platforms you can use. I went over picking on, actually, you know, that you have to pick one instrument, one rule. Well, you have to have rules. Don't be backtesting 8 pairs, you know. If you pick one pair, you backtest the one pair. I need the power to go out right now. Yo. When to trade. And the actual process as to how I backtest, you know. That's what I went over in the back testing video. I just have to edit it. And that's it, honestly. It's gonna be a banger video, I can tell. Like, it's probably not gonna get as much views, but I don't care about views. I just want to get as much value out there as possible. And nothing but sitting on our hands. You know? There's nothing we can do but sit on our hands. Like, if there's nothing happening, you ain't gonna be trading. You just have to sit on your hands and wait. Yeah, no worry. No worries. Have a good day, okay? Have a good day. The price isn't doing anything, so I want to go to. I could be. My tongue. I could be editing the video right now. Hey. So we are expecting this high to be ran. And we know why. Because of the double bottom. This is the first high, right? This is the weak high. Yeah, okay, no worries. Ask away. I'm always here for questions. Don't be shy. When you mark swings, what time frame do you find ideal? Marking swings, yeah, it's funny. It's funny you ask that, because any time frame is ideal. You have to understand there's multiple types of structure. We aren't just looking at one structure. We're always doing multi-time frame analysis, right? There's always that multi-time frame analysis. And we also know that price is fractal. So you could mark out the inside swings, like the inside, like the sorry, hold on. Where's I can find, okay. Intermediary structure, right? Until it breaks. And then it breaks, okay. You have your institutional structure, and you have your higher time frame structure. You have multiple types of structures. You just have to find out which. So for me, candlestick structure would be the 5-second or the 30-second. It doesn't matter. The lower time frame. Like the current structure that I'm in right now, the one that I trade, is the 1 minute structure. The 1 minute structure, you can also mark out highs and lows. Okay, like there was this downtrend that happened, right? We have 4 swings on the 1 minute, and then a 1 minute closure. This, however, was a 5 minute swing. You could use it as a 1 minute, but I marked it as a 5 minute. Now why? This wasn't a 5 minute swing. I knew that we could still be trading into that 5 minute swing. Why? Because price is fractal. Like we are just rejecting out of that higher time frame zone, tapping into our higher time frame POI. This was a higher time frame POI. Yeah, we closed above. Yeah, we changed the order flow, but still we had outstanding higher time frame narrative. Look, because asking that question when you mark when I mark out the swings, what time frame, it's mostly down to discretion, but you could use the 1 minute, the 15 minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily. Those are the time frames, okay, RC? So 1 minute, 5 minutes, you can do the 5 minute too. You can do 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and the daily. Those are all the time frames that I personally use, because we are looking at price as something that's fractal, something that's moving all across the time frames. Like it's moving the same. Yeah, you know? Yeah. So yeah, just like you can mark out a 30-second SNDR it could deliver, or you can mark out a 5-minute SNDR and it could deliver. You know? It just has to align with higher time frame. Yeah, I mean, practicing it back, you know what you're doing. Yeah, always don't take my word for it. Go, yeah, exactly. Practice it in backtesting. You can go on FX replay. Look, you can go on FX replay right now. I will pull it up. Hold on. Let me just pull it up. Wait, why am I on sim? Nope. Where this is taking ages to load. To be fair, I'm very good with price action, but structure is where I did have some difficulty. Yeah, exactly, and that's why you can go in backtesting, you know, and FX replay to be precise. You go 1 minute. Okay, let's go to the 5 minute. Is the structure that I marked out on the 1 minute the same as on the 5 minute? Is the structure on 15 minute the same as the 1 minute? No, it isn't. Like there's lacking of closure. We don't have closure here, and this isn't even a part of structure. Oh wait, but this higher time frame swing is, and this higher time frame swing is, and you just go, okay, you mark out these two. Like usually what you would do is go to the daily and just mark out everything from the daily down. That's called a top-down analysis. I was experimenting with something. When you break a higher time frame low, the order flow changes. Exactly, yeah. And also that. A break of a higher time frame low, meaning it's a protected higher time frame low, the order flow does change, yeah. Or a sweep of the higher time frame. Yeah, that's practically the same. You could say break and close or sweep. That's the differentiation between those, because a sweep is wicking that low. A break and close is breaking and closing below it, right, with a higher time frame candle. And also be mindful with higher time frame closures. You need to pay attention that it's actually a higher time frame, like the same time frame closure as the one that the low is a part of. Yes, without failure to close below the previous swing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is doing a little rounding here, you know, a little rounding. Example, with failure to close below the previous swing. I mean, yeah, this is, oh yeah, okay, in a bearish structure, you mean. We will actually have to check this out. Hold on, because there was no bearish structure. I could show you a failure to go higher. Look, apparent. And this is a failure to go higher, but on the 1 minute it closed. If we go on the 5 minute, I kid you not, I think there was no there was no closure on the 5 minute here. What did it do? Sweep that low. Also, we had an abundance of swings already, so the swing count was met, and this was a higher time frame pullback. Created a higher time frame swing, and also swept that and closed below it. So this was a reversal. But what I'm trying to say is this was a failure to go higher, and what we did was go below that low, because this was a weak low. This low did not put in another high. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to give you guys the best explanations possible. Like sometimes even I get caught up in my own words because there's so many thoughts going through my mind, but I'm trying to give you like a good explanation. Yeah, so as I said, like this rounding that is happening, which you could see, maybe another high put in and then go lower. We don't necessarily need a break of this high. Neither is it destined, you know. It doesn't have to put in a new high. Price doesn't have to go up and put in a new high just because of the double bottom. It's what we usually see. It's not what we see all of the time. On the lower time frame, the swing count here is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming up to 6. So that's also when you see the swings getting closer and closer together, and it starts to look like the rounding that we usually see. So yeah, make sure guys to like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It's gonna help out. Like, I'm trying to reach 1k subs. That's like a goal of mine. It's gonna be really fire if I hit that, like till end of year. Let me see. I'm gonna go down to the 5-second because I know what's happening. ESO weak compared to Nasdaq. I will check it out. Hold on, RC. I'm just gonna go. Oh, I'm starting to have flashbacks. Let's see. So we got the break and close. Okay, another break. We had this SNDR delivered. We had another SNDR. Ooh, 2 for 2. I wouldn't count this necessarily as an SNDR. It's too big. It's almost a swing of its own. Yeah, two SNDRs. Look, this is the thing I was talking about, RC. The fractal nature of price, like it's still happening on the lower time frames, and it's happening on the higher time frames as well. Look at this. The high is getting closer and closer together. You see the rounding? Like, yeah, you could see a pop. Okay, but still, I could see price go lower here. Yeah, it's like, it's a weird feeling once you actually understand the fractal nature of price, because damn, that's actually, wow. Oh, as I was saying, another SNDR delivered. So 3 for 3. Obviously, these SNDRs, I would only take this one and that one. I wouldn't take this because of the swing count that it already provided, and we're at the top of the range, in which we could see shorts from. Yeah, that second SNDR, yeah. Where would you place your stop? Below the zone? On the 50%? No. I would enter on the 50%. I would enter on the 50% with a limit order. Yeah. And I would target the 1-to-1. What I see with SNDRs, they usually deliver more than a 1-to-1. But it's up to your risk and your risk management. If you want to take more than 1-to-1, honestly, I'm happy with a 1-to-1. That's what I feel the most comfortable with taking, and that's what I'm gonna continue taking, you know. But it is the same concepts over and over again, just on different time frames. Yeah, so we could see a run of the low. I'm just gonna stay on the 5-second. At least I can, you know, call price. Yeah, guys, make sure to follow your rules, make sure to follow your trading plan. It's really important that you do. You ain't gonna reach profitability or consistency if you don't. Like, there's no way in hell that yeah, maybe you're gonna get a payout, maybe, but that's a huge maybe. I don't see anyone being consistently long-term profitable without following the rules. So make sure you know, do that. You owe it to yourself, honestly. The 5 seconds moving. Actually, Scratches SNDR, this did not close above this high. It would have to close above this high. I'm just not gonna give you false entries. This maybe the oh, did you guys see that 5-second gap? Damn, it didn't sweep the low though. It didn't sweep the low. So yeah, these are the kinds of moves that you usually get in the PM session, like from AM to PM during lunch hour. You could see these kinds of moves, just manipulations to each side. I got caught in that one time. I got slipped for like 3 times my stop loss. It wasn't a good time, honestly. I said that we were gonna get a sweep of the low, but we missed it by 1 point, so I better go back test my my strategy. There's an MM high up above that we could see a sweep at 451. And then trade lower. Let's see what it's gonna do after the sweep of the MM high. But there's a zone. There's also an MM inside of an MM, which is all the way up here. If I can draw it correctly. So you could see this trading back into the range, or you could see this going higher to sweep that MM high as well, and then go lower. But yeah, if you have structure on the 5 seconds that are valid, but the 1 minute time frame there is no valid closure, can you still take trades on the 5? Yeah, depends. What do you mean? Like, Manuel, give me an example. Give me an example. Like, maybe this trade. Honestly, I wouldn't take if there is not a valid 1 minute closure above the high, because this could be a 1 minute swing. Yeah, you can take the trade, it's gonna be more risky, but with that 1 minute closure up above the high, it would signal to me that yeah, okay, we are in a 1 minute bullish uptrend, and this is a validated swing point. This is a protected low, and I'm trading from a protected low, you know. That's how kind of how I see it. I hope that answered the question. Otherwise, you can just do a follow-up. There's a double sweep. Like a lot of times, time frames contradict each other. Zones on the same time frame. I would actually have to see a chart where they do that, because I don't know, honestly, I don't know. Because yeah, time frames can contradict each other. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, this, however, was another entry that you could have taken. But the one that we marked out earlier, no, because there was no closure, therefore not marking. Oh yeah, I'm saying as there was a 1 minute closure up above it. Okay, or was there? Oh, there wasn't. It doesn't matter. Hold on. Oh, it's gonna take so long. Hold on. Okay, yeah, there was. You see this fractal? It's a fractal. But look, it delivered perfectly. Multiple hour. It was also an MM on the 1 minute. You guys have any more questions? Like, I don't see looking to grind a bit more up. Yeah. I agree, but I have this trading down like this, just like we did now, because of the sweep of the MM. This is the protected 1 minute low. Yeah. But we could see a sweep of the high, of course, yeah. That's what we are originally looking for. We don't have to get it, but we are looking for that. But do you guys have any more questions regarding PA? Otherwise, I'm probably gonna end the stream right here. We hit that 2 hour mark. I'm probably gonna, yeah, just log off for today. Just go edit the video, eat some food. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, honestly. I did. Oh, are we getting that low? Are we getting that low? Maybe. I enjoyed the stream. Honestly, it was a banger stream. Price, well, it did a lot of good things. It did some bad things, like this past 40 minutes. But the start of the stream was immaculate. We caught out some good levels. I hesitated on an entry that I would have otherwise taken. I'm starting to get in sync with the markets. Hey, Anonymous, that's, you know how great that is to hear? Honestly, it's so great to hear that. 2.5 hour. Look at you guys winning. I was disappointed when you canceled the one on Friday, as I feel there were way more value when okay, Rush, yeah, I guess so, yeah. But you know, I like to still follow Dave to see what he's up to, you know. So I hope you guys can understand. I'm not gonna do it again though. I'm not gonna do it again because yeah. That was the last time I did that. Yeah, I appreciate you guys are winning in life. Yeah, Rush, don't worry. But that was the last time I did that. So appreciate you guys for coming. We're gonna see each other tomorrow at 9:15, just like today, okay? Nothing's gonna change. Nothing can come across. We are trading. It's a trading day. Tomorrow there might be one. So buckle up. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate you guys for coming here. And follow your rules, okay? Enjoy the rest of your days. Bye bye. Have fun.